Hi guys, Murph here for another Automobilista 2 video. This time I'm showing off my force feedback settings for my G29 Logitech wheel. Now this video is aimed at those of you who've got the low end of the consumer market wheels. We're not talking about your Fanatec's, your SimCubes, your Thrustmasters. We're talking more down at those gear-driven force feedback wheels likes of the Logitech G29, the G27, that sort of thing. These settings probably won't work for those more advanced wheels, but definitely I found it pretty good, at least for the beta release of Automobilista. Now, before we get on the way in terms of the settings in Automobilista itself, we'll jump to the Logitech gaming software because I want to show you the settings I use in here, because that can also help with improving the game. Now, ignore all these buttons that I'm circling around right now. They don't do sweet FA. Can't change anything. What you want to do is go to the steering wheel, at this little thing on the right, this little arrow on the right, access properties, and brings up all this information. It brings up the sensitivity, how sensitive your wheel is. I like it about 50%. I'll jump down past the rotation to the springs first. That centering spring is all on personal preference. I like it lower. I don't like it too high, because if you go too high it starts to interfere with the force feedback itself. You start getting clipping. Now, I'm at 540 degrees of rotation. The reason behind that is I know that's what some race cars, a fair chunk of race cars, run for steering rotation. So that's what I'd go with. That's why I've chosen it, and that's why I went with that for my settings. Now, it doesn't mean to say it's the right way to go. You could go higher, could go lower. It's a real personal preference thing, but that's what I like. Now we'll jump to the in-game options. We've got 5 of them. You've got type, gain, low force boost, FX, and menu string spring. We'll start off with type. Now types also have custom profiles for the force feedback. As I have not found any yet, there's no point using custom, so we'll stick with default. It's pretty simple as that. The gain. Now the gain is the overall strength of the force feedback. It's how quick it throws you back, how strong the force feedback is. I find with the lower end wheels, like what I'm running, like the G29, you tend to go higher. If you've got a higher quality one, you go a bit lower. Now the low force boost. Now this is designed for low speed cornering, so you can be a bit more accurate with your settings. Low force boost is good for, again, these lower end, lower consumer wheels. It just helps improve things at the slower speed. Your higher end stuff, your Logitech SimCubes, you probably want, most people probably run that near zero. FX. Now FX is just kind of like canned force feedback. It's to exaggerate the force feedback. I generally try and run it as low as possible in any game, 0 if it feels right. In this case it doesn't. In this case it makes it feel numb, especially in the slow speed corners. So I bump it up to 25. You can go a wee bit higher. I wouldn't go too high though, no more than about 35. I find 25 is about right for myself. Menu spring strength, that's pretty easy. That's just how quick the wheel springs back to center when you're using the menu. I don't use the wheel for that. I use my mouse, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you guys found that helpful and useful. Please hit the old like and subscribe button if you do. And now I have 3 videos here for you. I've got the one at the top is the review of the game, my 2 AM rambling review. The middle one is 6 cars and tracks that I find work really well in this game, combos that I just love. And the bottom one's another video that you might like. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ciao.